Womp womp womp. Welcome to Brotato. All pain, no gain. With a new character and also a new weapon, which unlocks a new difficulty, the Nightmare difficulty. Enemies deal a lot more damage, they have bonus health, bonus speed, and price inflation. We also have all of the additional things from Danger 5 that we are used to, as well as projectiles that fly around over the stage, and a Fog of War. Now, my typical issue whenever I see something like this is that whenever you increase the price, I understand you want to make it harder, but in a game like this, it just means you rely more on RNG, and I'm not sure if this is really more fun, you know, because they have done that in the past already to increase the price of things, and then they reverted it because it just wasn't fun to play. Let's go for harvesting, let's go for dodge, let's also go for luck. And we are playing as the mutant, meaning we need way less experience to level up. That also means experience gain is insane. Though we want to look for the weapon because the quarterstaff also gives you bonus experience. Okay, we didn't find another one, but let's hope we find the third one. The thought behind that is, if we have to pay more in the shop, then why not take weapons that scale on their own by doing nothing, as in these get damage from leveling up. And that while we are playing a character that just levels up 3 times as fast as other characters, and it also means whenever we get bonus experience, this actually has an insane effect. Like if we only need 33% of the experience to level up, then bonus 20% experience is almost doubling our level up speed, and 40% is more than doubling. Do you guys have crit? Only 1.5 times. I think I'll go for the melee damage for now. Let's go for the luck, and we'll go for another quarterstaff, and that was it. Well, there's another one. But yeah, with the higher costs, and you may have noticed that, like we don't have a lot of money for the shop, this will get quite difficult. And a thing that I also did in the past, I believe, was that you earned less money on the stage. So not only do you have to pay more in the shop, but you also earn less. And the big issue is that this difficulty level is just not the most fun to play at. Like, you know how we nowadays always play on Danger 5? Why do we do that? Because it doesn't limit our ability to play the game, but it's a bigger challenge, and in some cases even better, because you face 2 bosses. Let's go for lifesteal, I would say. Let's go for armor. And 2 bosses means you get 2 of the red chests, so that is just straight up a benefit to you as the player when you know the game, when you understand it. Okay, so far so good. The bullets, I'm not sure if they're really an issue, because right now I just feel like this is as if you were on a normal wave, and there are just some ranged enemies that you can't get to, but you just stay away from them, you know, you just dodge the bullets, all is good. Though we should be careful because we have played a ton of Brotato, right? So we know a lot about the game. And when we call something too easy because, you know, we have dealt with this many times in the past, this may not be the case for every person out there. Let's go for the damage. Let's go for the HP. And I would say we go for armor or attack speed. Let's get a little bit of attack speed. We have the final quarterstaff. I will also go for the cute monkey. This has a lot of value. And today I probably have to be a lot more selective what I pick up. So percent damage is good, but this price is honestly not worth it. Okay. So, do you want to know something really funny? This is actually helping me. Because I'm a person when I play a game, I just can't focus on myself. You may have noticed in some past videos that I've said, okay guys, I gotta focus and I gotta pay attention to my character. Now, a normal player, if you actually pay attention to what I said there, isn't that weird? That someone says, I have to pay attention to my character. The reason is, whenever something moves on the screen and our character is centered, right? So for me, the character doesn't move. I have to look at it. I just get distracted by it. Let's go for the dodge. But yeah, in other words, that is something very negative for me. So if you take away vision, for me, that's something good. Like, that helps me. So here, 33 damage, you now give 5% experience gain. That is a very nice increase. So the goal is just go for the quarterstaff. But you may already notice, we only have a 20% inflation, so we pay 20% more in the shop, but that already has an insane impact how much we can buy. Because per round, that could be like maybe one weapon, you know, that you can't buy. And while that doesn't sound like a lot, over multiple rounds, this stacks up quite a bit, and all of a sudden you're far behind. And because you need to now upgrade your weapons and go for the core stats, you can't buy all of these other beautiful items that exist in the game just because you're behind. Now, I will say, and again, careful, because we are very experienced with the game, I personally don't feel like this is a nightmare difficulty. I feel like, yeah, you know, walk in the park, I would say. Let's go for, you know what, I don't care about you. Let's just look for the quarterstaff and level them up so they scale harder. Fairy is honestly a good item to showcase what I'm talking about. Usually this item is insane because you pick up so many items in the game that this value here that you get is ridiculous. In our case, we will only pick up the items we actually care about. So we will have barely any different items, just the good ones. In other words, we don't need to use that item, and worse than that, it just sucks. Even though usually it's like, oh, we get 30 HP regeneration for free, because I just pick up everything that we get. Okay, we took 7 damage, that's more than manageable. We also have a little bit of lifesteal. It's not a lot, but our weapons are strong enough to deal with the... Wait, don't the enemies have 60% bonus HP and damage? Are you sure about that? You know, I just want to say, one of the most hardcore items you can take early on is the one that doubles the HP of the enemies. And that one is plus 100%. We currently have plus 60%, always. But does it feel like that? Not really, right? Is it just me? Even more luck, nice. Quarterstaff, let's roll. And we will upgrade you, but the problem is, it only gives 9% experience gain. Now the scaling with the level becomes better. This one was 85%, this one's 75%, so now we gain exactly our level as bonus damage. This is as if we had 17 melee damage right now, if that scaling was 100%. So that is a very solid amount, and now you may understand why I went for this weapon, because if you can't spend that much money, this weapon is just perfect. Well, on a character like this, because we level up so much. On other characters, it's probably not that good, to be honest. Oh, let's dodge the enemies, right? 60% bonus damage. Would be a shame if we walk into a bullet. If we walk it... Did I just actually fail to walk into a bullet twice? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I want to show how threatening the stage is and how dangerous it can be. And then I just failed to walk into the threat. Like, imagine you're in a horror movie and you want to make a point how threatening the monsters are. And as you walk to them, they just fall over. Like, they trip and fall. It's like, guys, I wanted to make a point that we have to be careful. What are you doing? Sure, that is a lot of healing. We'll take that. We have to be very cautious about items. Let's go for... We could go for max HP, but I think I'll go for speed, which is a stat that I completely stopped taking. Harvesting is also okay, though I'm not the biggest fan. Your bonus money, let's get that, because we will need a lot of money. We have healing from crits, but we don't crit, but bonus experience is good. Do you notice a little bit the issue, though, that I've been talking about? Right? Because challenges, I think, are a lot of fun, but you always have to be careful that you don't make them boring. And buying less items, being limited in the choices that you can make in an RNG-based game, because every shop roll is just random items, is, in my opinion, not healthy. Now, it's totally fair if people disagree with that and say, no, we just want to have a hardcore difficulty. I just don't quite see the reason for that, because in the game, in the options menu, you can actually just, like, tune up the difficulty of the game, like crazy. You can increase the enemies to a ridiculous amount of HP, damage and speed if you want to for a huge challenge. But I think the least amount of people are doing that when they want to have a fun run. Okay, there are a lot of enemies. Can we actually kill them? You know what? I'll just get what I can get. Yeah, let's be careful that we don't walk into the threatening enemies, okay? I honestly should be quiet, because if they overbuff them because I trash talk how weak they are, people will complain to me that I'm the cause for that. Let's go for harvesting. Nice HP. How does this always happen? You know what? I'm not gonna go for the HP. I would usually do it. Free money is always worth a lot. Let's go for the trees. Boss damage is also huge for later. Let's go for experience gain. And nothing. And because we have the inflation cost, I also have to be careful that I don't extra roll a lot. Like when you're used to the game, you kind of know what amount of money you can spend and what you have to keep for the next round. Because when the next round is good with the rerolls, you want to be able to buy them, right? But you get a feeling for that. Now in this case here, because we pay more for everything, I can't really do that. Which means we see less items, and when we get really unlucky in a round that we don't see any items at all, we will pay a ridiculous amount on rerolls, because we couldn't roll a lot in the game. Okay, that is actually getting a little bit dangerous. Yeah, what we don't have is healing. Maybe I need to take care of that. Right now it's still fine and manageable. Okay. That was maybe a bit too careless. Like, as long as you don't have healing to out-sustain the damage that you take, you really shouldn't walk through the enemies like that, but we just did it and we survived. Though that is a moment where I really need to be more careful. Let's go for more armor, let's go for more luck. Okay, when I'm almost about to die, then maybe I shouldn't pick up even more luck. You know what, I want you, but we face a horde wave, so let's just keep on rolling. The pet is probably not bad, but for now I will go for the jerky. The jerky will be good to heal up HP, and we'll also go for the jelly shield since there are constantly projectiles flying over the stage, you know? But this is a horde wave, and this may actually be for the first time a horde wave that I fear. Now, we just got the bonus healing, so it shouldn't be that extreme since our luck is high. Meaning the enemies will drop a decent chunk of fruit that we can heal, but it's a horde wave. That said though, the only thing that really changes is that the enemies have bonus damage. The HP doesn't matter if you one-shot them in both cases. Or what happens more likely is that the strong enemies, they would have taken 2 hits, and with 60% bonus HP they still take 2 hits. So nothing changes in that regard. How's our HP looking? Very good. We got a crate, beautiful, another fruit. How did I take so much damage in the last round? Oh, okay, I see how. So when the enemies can keep on hitting me, it actually gets a little bit dangerous. What does that mean? That means we need items. When we kill the enemies, we heal. When we pick up material, we heal. Also more fruit healing. That is a beautiful amount of level ups. And we have a lot of HP regeneration. So let's get the damage, let's get the HP, let's get the dodge, even though I just decreased it. Let's go for the speed that we can run away, and attack speed. How is that at 9%? Yes. And also the damage. Shelly shield. The circular saw is actually one of the craziest weapons to sustain yourself. It is insane to AoE hit the enemies and has 52% lifesteal. We'll not go for that because that feels a little bit too cheap, like even for my taste here, but we want to try hard. And look at this. 7 HP regeneration. Is it worth it? No, right? There's no way I'll get that. So, we have the Fog of War again, but that actually just helps me. You know what? I never realized how much it just, like, not messes with my mind, but how much it makes my brain think when I see the entire map. Because right now, I just feel calm. I feel relaxed. This is like you send me on vacation, you know, when I'm working. This is so much easier. Can we just do this for every single wave, you know? I'm just saying. I really wouldn't mind that as an option. Or you know what? How about Nightmare Plus? Or Nightmare Plus Plus? I'm not saying there should be a Nightmare mode where double the amount of enemies spawn. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying if you randomly got the idea to do that, you know, that dude that really loves to go for the material knife and the per kill stacking weapons, I wouldn't mind that if you do that. For the danger, for the threat, right? That's why we want to do that. Okay, that's perfect. Let's go for the armor. Let's go for the crit. Let's go for the armor. We have 25 armor, by the way. Do you really think we can never die? We can die. Okay, let's let's keep it real for a moment. We can die. So, yeah, let's not combine them, but they give all 9%. And they have 88 damage right now. Given that we are level 32, and this is far beyond what any character will usually reach at this point, I'm actually a little bit surprised how low our damage is, right? Like, compare this to any other character that would have these weapons, they wouldn't really get a lot of experience out of this, like a lot of level ups. We only level up so much because we need 1/3 of the level up requirement. Which is also the reason why I went for a bunch of harvesting early on, because harvesting not only gives you money, but also experience. And more curse. Let's go. Yeah, 60% damage and HP is just not enough. Honestly, when you're used to curse, I think the enemies double, or maybe like get 50% bonus damage in HP. So this one here is just a curse game, right? Like a full curse game. Yeah. But it starts at level 1, immediately, wave 1. But can we make Nightmare Plus and Nightmare Plus Plus? And you know what? How about Nightmare Dex mode? You get two. So Nightmare Dex mode is no more inflation, 5 times the amount of enemies, but if you get hit a single time, it's game over and your save file is... Okay, that's maybe a little bit too... You know what? No, your save file gets deleted. That was just it. So this item is really good, but in a case like here, where we have to make sure that we survive, we can't take something with fun. Holy? So, wait. No, this is 14. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This would be 5 HP regeneration, 5% lifesteal, and 15 HP for that amount of money. My brain is telling me this is not worth it, but I'll do it. There's also a chance we find an hourglass, but I don't think I would actually take... You know what? We'll take it. Let's get challenged by the game, right? Let's go for every single hourglass that we find until we die. Wait, should we just do that? Because today, since we can't take out all of the unique items and the limited items, it will be a lot harder to have an insane run. How about we just go as far as we can with this weapon until we die? Because it's also a melee weapon, which is notoriously horrible for endless mode. Okay, deal. I like that idea. So, how much damage do these guys deal to me? Give me a moment, I gotta search for something. Ooh, I can't find it still. Oh, look at all of my dodges. I mean, I don't see it, you know. I'm not paying attention because I'm searching here. Do you hear that? The sound of searching. Okay, we have to collect the money, but I'm using a hand and I can't see anything. Oh, wow, we still won. That is insane. Good job, Dex. Nice skill. Nice skill expression there. Why did I just take harvesting with a few waves left? It's fine. So we go for you, we go for you. We don't care about you. Let's roll. Should I banish? You know what? Today, just to show some balls, we'll actually not use banishes. Because otherwise people say, oh, Dex, you only won because you banished items. No one has ever said that, you know, but we gotta make a point why I don't want to think today. Okay, is this a hot wave? This is a hot wave, I think. I'm pretty sure. Where's the horde? Where's my money? Where's my money, Lebowski? Huh? Where is it? Okay, that is getting a little bit dangerous. Let's just walk away for a moment and now we go back. Okay. Careful. Careful. Nightmare mode. Nightmare mode. Careful. It's a real nightmare. You know what a real nightmare would be? If you don't get the money that the enemies drop. You just don't get anything. That would be a nightmare. Oh god. No, you know what? You start with a... Oh my god. You start with a certain amount of money, like a lot of money, and every time you kill enemies, you lose money. That is good. That is really good. Percent damage, sure, why not? Attack speed, also good. Let's roll. You know what we call this in the business? People that can't get 31 armor in 15 waves. Skill issue. This is what we called it. Beautiful. Beautiful. More enemies. We need that. Because the game is just not enough for us. Okay, I should really stop him. I'll feel like an idiot the moment I die to like the minute, not the wave 20 bosses, you know. I feel like an absolute buffoon. No, let's be honest. Even if I go down to like a quarter of HP, I can still dodge them. What is something that would need to happen that is exciting, that would make it more challenging? So no, like, price increase, less revenue, more damage to the enemies. What is something interesting? I think the fog is a very good start to the entire story, but it should have more. There should be more events that can happen. You may remember, and if you didn't watch that, I highly recommend it. Recently, we played a mod that adds Danger 6 and Danger 7. Oh god, I shouldn't have said that. But okay, it's what they are called, okay? And they added so many events to the stage that yes, it felt like a little bit too much, but at the same time, it felt so refreshing and also challenging, you know, with all of the stuff that happened there. And this is something I could... Oh, yeah. Why? Dex, why? But the point is, there are a lot more events that could happen that shake things up. And as long as you don't know that they will happen, it's actually... You know what? I just want to get this. We can't use it yet, but I'll get crit because I want money. Uh-oh. 165 damage, huh? Wait a second, I have the idea. And because I ended up talking about this for like 3 minutes just sitting in the shop, here's a written summary. Holy moly, right? Yeah, okay, I mean, you just made it easy mode for me here. Like, I'm just sorry, but like, dodging something without even seeing the boss is even easier because all I have to focus on is the arrows and that was it. I mean, to be fair, I can probably face tank the dude, but the point is, this is just easier. I like that. Yeah, let's actually kill him. But, like, imagine how insane this would be, right? So, for example, this dude, then what is this unique ability that could happen? Maybe that there are nails falling on the floor and they shoot out 5 nails, like 5 strikes around it in a slow pattern, but just something that makes them mythical. And when you win, you get the mythical items. That is the only way to get them. You can't even get them in the shops. And maybe there are just 5 of them and you get 1 of 5. So in 100 waves, when you play that long, you're guaranteed to get all of them. Oh my god, what an idea, Dex. That sounds so exciting to make it more hard, but by choice. Yeah, sure, we'll go for the knockback. I mean, I would take the money, but it's not that much. This one is fine, even though the enemies are faster. We definitely need more armor. Melee damage. You know what, I'll banish you. Because at first I considered we only play until wave 20, but now I'm thinking we'll play way further. Oh, we need crit, so let's take you out of the way. Loot worm, whistle, sure. Let's keep the rest of the money. But just imagine that. So, like with 30 seconds left or half of the wave left, there is a portal that opens up. Needs like 5 seconds to open. You can enter any moment, or if the timer hits 0, you know, it's too late. You can't enter anymore. But you can also wait until the last second. And then it will like just transform the entire stage, play some epic music, and the mythical boss spawns. There could even be unique bosses in there that have new attacks and stuff like this. But if you lose, do you actually lose the run? Maybe not. Maybe you lose a chance. Like, let's say, for example, you have like 1 chance to lose. And if you lose again, you can just never fight these bosses again, or you lose the run. I feel like it would be more fun on a normal mode, like normal difficulty mode, that you just get 1 freebie, you get to continue the run, and you can try it again. If you lose again, you just can't try the mythical bosses again. And that was it. But you don't lose the entire run. Sure, that sounds good. Let's go for luck. Let's go for experience gain. These 2. Yeah, about that, huh? Oh, I really want to see that now. Maybe that is the thing that I'm looking for the most. Just very interesting elites that feel more like a boss fight. Because right now the elites have to be balanced in a way that you can deal with them while the hordes of enemies are spawning. But how much more interesting could you make an elite when there's only the elite? Right, because then you can expect the players focusing more, so you can make it harder. And you can even put a 2-minute timer on the boss fight, because you expect it to take longer. Now, to be fair, if you perfectly know the boss, you know, you'll kill them in like 30 seconds maybe. Still difficult, still dangerous, because it deals a lot of damage, but also not overkill. Like, it's not supposed to be ridiculous, but harder than the wave 20 bosses. Well, depending on when you face them, right? It scales as normal, depending on what wave you're on, but yeah. The point is pretty much, if you would face a mythical boss at wave 20, that is a lot worse than fighting the normal bosses at wave 20. Let's sell that. Let's go for a little bit of crit. Dodge is also good because we increase the max amount. Let's go for even more luck because I don't know why. We'll get these out of the way. You know what? I'll also get you out of the way. Usually at this point, you would just try to become stronger, but we don't care. Sure. I just wanted to make it hard on us. You know? Because it's just too easy. Dude, I can't kill the bosses. 155 damage? See? It was all part of my plan. if I wouldn't have recycled this, because we would have had less money, right? Maybe I wouldn't have found this. This was the reason why we did this. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Can I actually kill these guys? I don't know. The big problem is rather, I don't know if I can out-sustain them. I'm trying to keep the jellyfish towards the boss, that when he shoots at me, they just disappear. But the problem is the other guy will very soon dash, and that is the dangerous part. And the jellyfish can't always be balanced, because sometimes you just need to walk in a certain way to make sure that the boss doesn't hit you. Okay. I gotta say, they are very tanky. For the perfect weapon for this character, this is kind of pathetic. Though 60% bonus HP is quite a lot for bosses, okay? So, keep that in mind. I mean, to be fair, they're not a threat to us. It just takes very long to kill them. Which also means the other elites in the game will probably take a very long time to get them eventually. And I don't even think I will get this guy. I will try to stick with him, and maybe we can do a last second kill, hopefully. Oh my god, there are so many bullets on the stage. Oh no. Yeah, but do you see my point now? How the bullets are not really a big deal? Because if you can deal with a normal Brotato run that went into endless, it's like, yeah, walk in the park, you know? Oh, can you kill the boss, please? No. Dude, I'll even take a hit to the face, but give me your money. No. Really? Don't give me the hourglass. Zift's relic is okay. Bonus damage? That is unlucky, but I guess we just did it wrong. We needed more, and we didn't have more. And you know what? Because we have a curse, I'll just skip that now. Exoskeleton. Way too expensive. There's no way we'll do that. Quarterstaff. 228 damage. The moment we get the next quarterstaff, I will just combine the cursed ones. That is a beautiful item. Perfect. We don't need this anymore. Let's continue, but can we kill them? Yeah, I need to level up the cursed one ASAP, just to make sure we even have enough damage to deal with the elites. And now is the moment where I have to be a little bit more finicky with my movement, because the enemies can genuinely kill me. As in, we don't heal enough for the damage that they deal. Well, very soon. Not right now, but very soon. And I also want to make sure I kind of attack both of them at the same time, but that means I'm open to get hit a lot more. Okay, let's get the heal here, just to make sure we have enough HP. Good. Beautiful. The other one, the ring boy, is the one that jumps around a lot more. So I want to make sure we deal more damage to him right now. And there we go. Flawless. Crit and range. That is perfect. Enemies deal 50% more damage. You know what? Let's turn this into a challenge. Let's also get the item that doubles the HP of the enemies. I think that's what we need. How about we get more attack speed? And crit. Perfect. You. Good. That is so much HP, I'll actually take that. Let's combine these, let's get you, let's roll once, let's roll twice, let's lock these, and continue. So keep in mind, the enemies right now have 50% bonus damage, so a total of 110 bonus damage. Do you notice it? Do you feel it? Do you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Do you feel it? Do you... Can I get hit by a bullet, please? Oh god, stop it, Shelly Shield. Dude, can you stop dodging? Like, you dodge every single... There we go. Ouch. You know. That's what we call an ouch. Okay, but is one of the big guys hatching? Wait, did I accidentally kill them? I didn't mean to. Okay. There's one hatching. Are you cursed? No. Do you deal a lot of damage, though? No. Oh. Perfect. Elemental damage, we don't care. Coil is also... It's fine. Minus luck, but bonus experience gain. You know what? We are about experience gain, so I'll take it. Bonus luck, then we roll, then we go for casually 5 armor. 41 max HP because we have 41 armor. Believe it or not, this is kind of insane. I thought this was the quarters. But it's a flute. Oh! Do we have elites here? No. This is the random 10% spawn. Are you dangerous, guys? We gotta be careful. We gotta pay close attention to our HP bar. Okay. Let's take this serious for a moment. I just want to give him a chance, and he feels like he has a chance, you know. Dude, this is like the most linear run, like the most monotone run, where it's just like, yeah, get a couple of weapons, the rest is just level ups, you know? That's all that we did the entire run. There's not even anything special that happened, anything broken, and the enemies just can't do anything. Landmines? Yeah, how about no? How about no? How about no? Okay, listen, I actually need these items. It's kind of important, because otherwise we can't keep up. Let's go for the crit. Let's go for you. Sure, I'll take it out of the way. I need to find some money things. That is not money. Dude, I have no money on the next wave, but you know what? We'll just do it. As an additional challenge, I have to buy every single limited and unique item. Why are we doing this? I honestly don't know. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that we'll not eventually lose this. We are not scaling hard enough to outscale the enemies. Like, we're already struggling at killing them, especially the curse guys. So we will lose. But we are helping out the enemies. We are nice to the people. Okay, now that I said that we are nice to the people, I'm actually reconsidering if I actually do that. Like, now I just want to get as far as I can without being stupid and making actual smart decisions. Sure, damage is good. Bonus enemies, perfect. Bonus max HP, why not? Okay, I will take the damage, but I couldn't care less about you. That is bonus experience gain, but we have so much of it at this point, it would be like a meme to take more of that. This is bonus damage, so let's take it because we have the coil. There is actually a lot of bonus damage. Next elite. Let's see if we can do this or not. That is my favorite elite. I hate this mushroom. The mushroom is one of my favorites. The colossus is one of my favorites. Combined, they are really annoying. Because the mushroom eventually just goes into the center and sits there and shoots at us while we are still dealing with the colossus. But I mean, we have 3 jellyfish, right? What is supposed to happen, really? I mean, okay. Listen, I know I've been memeing a lot, but these enemies are getting very dangerous at this point. They will not kill us anytime soon, but very soon they will. You know what? If Colossus follows us, we just go to the mushroom to make sure that this finishes. Where's the Colossus? Oh, he died while I wasn't moving. Okay, let's take care of the mushroom. Oh, look at my dodges. Isn't that insane? Nice one. Good job, Dex. But do you know what I'm really excited about? Now that we have beat the entire mode, we unlocked a new character, and that character loses the game if he gets hit once, but you can use tardigrades, and he actually starts with 1 tardigrade. So where are my fishhooks? Seriously, where are my fishhooks? But yeah, the point is, it's not like 1 singular hit is enough, and I think that will actually be a hardcore challenge for me. Because one thing that I do is, when I know I'm strong enough, I route through the enemies. Like the way I path, I go through the enemies for the best paths to get the most experience. Most of the times though, I end up getting hit, but that's not a big deal because I know it doesn't matter. And to get that out of my brain that I've pretty much learned for the last 4 years will be really difficult. So we gotta figure out if, for example, dodges work. Like if you dodge, whether that counts as a hit or not. I had a modded run where I had minus 150,000 HP. That just means you always have 1 HP when you start the wave, and there's no way you'll get that positive in a reasonable fashion. And that was a challenge run, the same way like the character is, get hit once and you lose the game. You just gave me the solutions to all of our problems, and I love you for that, Brotato. And a snail. Also good. Slow down the... No. We want money. Okay, I guess I just take everything that we encounter because we are not finding the fishhook. Cool. You know what? Wait, that's actually insane. What am I? Why am I saying cool? That is crazy. We need the bonus money. It sucks it's not cursed. But since we haven't seen the fishhook in 27 waves once, did they remove it, by the way? But yeah, since we haven't seen it, we just have to go for the stuff as it is. Don't kill the dude that collects the material. Wait, but I'm collecting the material. Yeah, I mean, also don't kill me, but, like, we can't give him material. Look at him. He's thin. He's starved. Give him something to eat. I will give you my staff to eat. It was for the better for both of us, you know. I'm sorry about that, but it was for the better of both of us. I'm talking about the quarterstaff, okay? Wait, hold on. Okay, sometimes I say things in my mind... They make sense. I think it makes sense. And then in hindsight, I'm like, okay, wait a second. that could be taken wrong. You what? You scale with dodge? Like one of the best stats in the game already, and you automatically have pierce? A decent cooldown? Deals +3 base damage every 5 seconds until the end of the wave. Bonus resets when taking damage, so perfect for the character that dies when he takes damage. And it's also heavy, so bonus % damage. Holy moly, you're insane. I mean, we can't take it right now, or rather I don't want to take it right now. Like, we actually could, I think. Maybe not. But we have no range damage, so getting a bit of range damage would make that insane. Okay, careful. Well, we have Giant's Belt. We have Giant's Belt. But even with the amount of armor that we have now, you notice they start dealing a lot of damage. Like, almost to a degree where I have to start walking and dodging. I said almost. Okay, I didn't say already. I said... I want to kill the boss just to make a point. Oh, not even close. Not even close. I don't know what you're talking about. That was not even close. That was calculated. This is what we call calculated in the business. I need to change my pants. Alrighty, ball and chain. Okay, we don't need that. We'll take the luck. We'll take you guys. We'll take this. We'll take this. We'll take you. We'll roll. We'll take the attack speed. We'll take... Right, I didn't have you yet. Sure. Oh, I... What is that supposed to mean? Huh? What is going on there? You know what? We'll combine these. We'll get you because now we have you. So usually you deal 125 damage. That is almost a 100%. That is very solid. I would love to go for this. It's just too costly. We don't care. Let's look for more cursed quarterstaffs. Okay, game. Cursed quarterstaff. Man, I need a bump in damage. We can't do this anymore. Like at this point, we earn... it's the 10% chance from the pumpkin. Oh god, okay, they deal a lot of damage. Holy moly, okay. Dude, they start scaling like crazy, these enemies. Okay. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have taken one of the most useless characters in the entire game to do this thing with, but I wanted to prove a point. Because from time to time, you know, I just need to prove Dex knows what he is doing. Dex is actually good at the game. Whether you like it or not, Dex actually knows the game. Okay. Good. Good. I think we killed one elite. I have honestly no idea what's happening on my screen. Oh god. Dude, I thought the wave was about to be over. That's why I did that. I realized there are like 20 seconds left and I have no HP anymore. Yeah. As you can see, Dex knows the game. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Like, that was something else. You know what? I have said no to this so many times because we were doing something else. It's just time. Nice crit. Very nice crit, buddy. But it's time for the nuclear launcher. Oh, you don't attack fast at all. Oh, you really don't attack fast at all. Okay. Okay, this could be a little bit of an issue. As in... I don't think we'll kill them, but I don't think I expected this. Well, you know what? We have Giant's Belt. Maybe we can do it. The one thing I'm surprised about is the nuclear launcher is really slow. Okay, as long as we keep on moving and I don't get hit too much, like, because in the past, you know, I went idle, often AFK, just stood in the bosses. We actually seem to be more than fine. But I don't think we'll survive until wave 40, or even beat that. Okay, good. Just a little bit more slaps. Can I maybe get, like, cursed versions of the weapons? Do we have 100% crit? We don't even have 100% crit yet. Okay, I need to bump that up. No, we... Man, I should take these. I should really take these. This is the hardest mode we have ever played. Do you still not take this dex just because it's too broken? Yeah, you know what? I can't be bothered. It's just... I think they're way too insane. Like, it's not even close. They're just utterly busted in this game. Let's roll for attack speed. Let's roll again for... We could go for a bit of range damage, sure. There's more attack speed, but we gotta be careful because all of this stuff is very expensive. You're good. We will switch out of our melee weapons now and go for the nuclear launcher, probably, or something else that is equally good. Attack speed, range damage. Oh, that was expensive, holy moly. Goldfish could be another nuclear launcher. Close. Very close. Almost a nuclear launcher. Yeah, like, who... Perfect. Now the issue is we need to get more than enough attack speed and we also need to get damage scaling in, and so far we have gotten so much melee damage. Maybe... I don't know. I need another weapon to bridge the gap until we have all of the nuclear launchers, and even then there's just a high chance it's not fast enough to make us strong. Though the huge benefit that we have is we level up a lot, right? So we will get a lot of red level ups, like every 5 levels. So for example on level 70 we get a red level up, and then I can go for range damage or elemental damage to quickly scale up the nuclear launcher. There's a... Oh, we got 5 crates, beautiful. Dexter will kill you, but I need all the scaling I can get. Okay, bonus experience gain, I'll take that. No. Sure, bonus damage is fine. Sure, bonus damage, because we can actually outdamage the enemies if we go for long enough. I don't really need that, but we need the crit. So we will combine you, then we get you, then we get you. That was it. Railgun yet again. No, I don't think so. The minigun. Look at how fast it attacks. Do you understand how insane this would be? You know what? Let's just make a mixed build. So we only focus on range damage, not elemental damage. Careful. But all seems to be fine. But careful. Wait, but do I really go for the minigun? Because the minigun would only be there to trigger the giant's belt a lot with its pierce as well and its super fast attack speed. It's like 20 bullets a second that it shoots. And then a nuclear launcher would be there to finish off the enemies. Or maybe our quarterstaffs for a while. But we need something that can deal with the enemies. I guess a sniper gun. How's our dodge? Okay, we need more dodge. Explosion damage is huge and we got that twice. Let's get the dodge in. Let's roll for range damage. Perfect. 27 luck is also okay. Do we have the pearls? We don't have a single pearl. But how is it possible that we have none of the extremes? You know, none of the really good items. I can't really take that right now. I need to roll. The pearl is one of the most important ones. Okay, I'll take that because I was cursed. But yeah, the pearl is really important. It converts your luck into percent damage, and that is crazy. Okay, good. I am taking a lot of damage though, so that is a bit spooky. But just a little bit. Not that much. Just a little tiny bit. Good, the first one is dealt with. And the second one is dealt with. 58 damage in a single hit. Holy moly, they scale fast. And yeah, here I need to move a lot to make sure we don't get hit. It doesn't look like it changes that much, but we would have gotten hit like 3 times as much if I just walked in the wrong way or stood still. Bonus attack speed. Dodge. Starfish. Fine. Sure. Why not? Yeah, okay, funny. You know what? I'll take it. We don't care about this. This doesn't really do a lot. In our case, it may actually help a lot. But I don't think we should focus on suboptimal items just... Funny. Suboptimal items just because they show up. And instead we need to look for the really good ones. Like, the pearl is the most important one. Is this without the DLC items? No, but... The treasure map is a DLC item, right? And the starfish. No, so this should be with DLC items. Because I'm like, we still haven't seen the fish hook. And we haven't seen the pearl. Come on, give me... You know what, we'll do it. I shouldn't have done that. But we are doing it. Just because we can. Because we have balls of steel. Let's go for attack speed. Let's go for crit, yes. Right, the quarterstaff. No. It's not worth banishing. You know, let's get you. It's... You know that I hate you a little bit, right? Do you understand that? And you also understand that it's justified, right? Unless... Oh yeah, those are supposed to be elites. Unless... you curse me a nuclear launcher. Or a sniper gun. Then we are friends again. Oh my god, they deal a lot of damage. Okay, careful there, careful there, careful there, careful there. I need to focus for... You know what? You know what? I'm sorry. Where is it? I need to turn off the damage numbers. Like, I can't see anything. You know Dex is getting serious the moment he turns off damage numbers, because that's where I need to focus and actually see something. Before then, it's more like a feeling, you know, where we walk. And you can still see some stuff, but not that much. I know as a viewer, it's always a lot easier to identify everything and make decisions. But you only look at, like, the things that you want to look at, right? And that is more than enough information, because you don't need to make any decisions. Well, I need to make all of the decisions, so there are a lot more things I need to look at. Right, they're double HP. I totally forgot about that. We got nothing good. We have more than enough dodge, but maybe we are lucky and get the Retromation hoodie. Nice damage. Oh, that will so kill me. Is this almost perfectly cursed? Wusadex. I almost died on this wave, by the way. So starting at 1 HP is really not good. And the main issue is that HP can be used as a resource, like you trade your own HP for killing the elites. And because everything is more chilled afterwards, you just heal up and you're fine. But if you start at 1 HP, you can't do that. And that is the real issue about that. Whew. So even if you go back to full HP and you may say, okay, this is now as if you would just start the wave, it's not. Because now the entire wave is filled with enemies, and you have to deal with the enemies and the elites. Can you believe that we don't have a tardigrade? Isn't it insane? I will actually take that. We'll go for the bonus attack speed. I need more attack speed. Range damage is also fine. I think I prefer something else. Let's go for attack speed. Attack speed. Okay. I hate getting rid of them, but I have to do it. Okay. Right. You cost a little bit of money. 2,700, let's say 2,800. The reason I need to know that number is, if we don't earn enough on the wave, I will have to sell the items that we get out of the crates. I still need to sell a little bit, but not that much. Okay, but give me something with value. You're really good. You get sold. I could have actually taken that. We'll take you. You get sold. You know what? I'll take that. You get sold. We go for bonus speed to run around faster. Range damage is very good. And we have the Gatling laser gun. Actually not that great. It's pretty much a minigun on steroids. Like, do you notice they have the same attack speed? This one has more crit and crit damage, so that's really, really good. It also has more base damage, but that's also it. Like, it doesn't have a unique effect, is what I mean. Or something that is absurd about it. Yeah, I don't really care about any of these. Let's just continue. I would actually be quite happy about random elite spawning, like the 10% chance that we have, because it's bonus money. Oh, you know what we need? That was one hit on me, by the way. You know what we need? We need bounces. Pierces are good, but bounces help you a lot to kill the enemies not in range. Good, but I don't like how much HP we are losing. You are bonus damage, but probably not worth it. Let's keep on rolling for luck. Sure, attack speed also fine. We need the pearl. Please. It's such a common item. I'll take that. Okay. You don't even do a lot. Oh no. Okay, we got the random elite spawn. Beautiful. Nice, you're dead. Do you remember what I talked about with the hourglass wave with the elites? Do you see now the difference? Okay, they are very dangerous. I said that. They received a lot of scaling, but still. We managed to nuke them very fast, and then everything is just calm. And there we go. Now, we still have to deal with the rest of the wave, and that is probably not easy. But what I have on my mind mainly right now is wave 40, because I have no idea how we deal with that. And the goal for today is wave 40. Oh, okay, what happened? What actually hit me there? Dude, something hit me and lost me so much HP. I think that was a walrus or something double hit me, like 2 bullets or so. Holy moly. But I have 300 HP. We have 48 armor. Come on, that must be enough. I don't know. We are level 88. That is so insane. And it's just meaningless. I'll take that. We need the money. Like, we can't just skip it and hope for a better one in the shop. That will not happen. Okay, but you just give me the most useless items possible. Seriously? Okay, 5 armor is nice. Luck is okay, but only if we actually find the item. Oh god, all of my money is gone. That is useless at this point. That is also useless. I don't think we... Ugh, let's take it. Come on. Sure. Scapegoat. There is a chance. The point of the scapegoat is that it distracts... Okay, do you understand how funny this is? Because the point I was about to make is that we want the scapegoat in case we get unlucky that the 10% triggers for additional leads on wave 40, and now they triggered. So we are facing 6 of them right now. At a time where I can barely deal with 3. I had to run through that, there was no other choice. I mean, maybe there was, but listen, I can't decide that fast enough. Oh my god, I just want to be at full HP. Okay. I was fine. I was totally fine. I want the money. I need better things. That was totally fine. Dude, my throat is so... like, it's so done. I don't even know what. Why? Oh my god, we had no bonus range. No wonder is that so much harder. Okay, you got cursed. I actually wanted the goat to be cursed. We need more healing, but I don't think this will change a lot. I'm scared right now. Hey guys, the A team is here. I say I'm scared right now. And what shows up are the most, like, idiotic items in this entire game. You know what? I don't care. Like, the insane thing about this is, if I had to write a script of hilarious things that are supposed to happen, I wouldn't even be able to come up with such sophisticated ways that Brotato always manages to do. Okay, let's try to revive the goatee to distract the enemies again. I think that will be a core part, but I also think we are getting 2-shot by the enemies, if not 1-shot right now. So, you know, I gotta be very, very, very cautious what I do. Especially when I revive the goatee and then we just get bombarded. And I want to stay in the back of it, so the enemies that approach the goat get pushed away by me and killed. Because otherwise that ginormous... Okay, I can't do it. I can't do it. There are too many enemies. But yeah, otherwise that ginormous horde will turn around and go on me after the goatee is done. Scheiße. Okay. That was a good round. That doesn't mean anything for the bosses though. And dude, honestly, if I end up facing 8 of them, I'll just rage quit out. Like, I'm not even gonna play that. Like, I'm sorry, but like, what kind of, like, you know, what kind of meme would that be? Range is good. You didn't get cursed. That was your one chance to curse something, my friend. Oh god. I don't even know what I need. That is not bad. You know what? I'll take it. You know what? Now I also take the Cyber Ball and the other one if they show up. Okay. Scheiße. The issue is they all deal so much damage. I can't really do that. And I need to sell 2 weapons for this. Yeah, I can't do that. Otherwise, I would do it. I don't see a single boss. That was the point of pausing. So, listen, deal. The moment we kill all of the bosses, I get to end the run. This is like wave 20 again. Reach, you know how you get there, and when you beat the bosses, it's game over. Same thing. Dude. If I get overwhelmed by enemies, I can't do this. I will literally die, so I have to focus on them so hard right now. This is why I set this rule. Gamer Moment! Gamer Moment! Deine Mutter ist hässlich, Alter! Puh. 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 Dude, I just bawled it out. I just bawled it out. I was so close to quitting, and then I was like, no. We bawled this out. You better like the video. You better subscribe to this darn channel, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you the next time.